Hey guys, Dr. K, Little Cars and Coaching. Without the cars, hope everyone's doing well. I was just preparing something for a corporate presentation that I was doing, and it took me back to February 14, 2008. And that day was a tragedy for the NIU University as a community because a lone gunman came in with a shotgun and 3 handguns and unfortunately killed 5 people, killed himself, and injured 21 others. But the reason I was bringing that up to the corporation that I'm talking to is because what I experienced, the tragedy was unbelievable, but when we went back and actually looked at how the ER ran, I was at that ER from 1990, this was 2008, and then I was there subsequently. And that was a day where we actually functioned the best. We started looking at that and saying, okay, how could this be? And really what it is when you have laser focus and everybody's purpose is exactly the same and everybody's why is the same, that's when you actually go ahead and achieve things that are unachievable, right? So we had an influx of patients. It started at 3:05. By 8 o'clock, everybody was dispositioned and the ER was completely empty. And were there small things that we probably didn't do? There may have been, but I didn't see them. But there was no bickering between nurses as to who's going to take a break. No one took a break. There was no bickering or jockeying with physicians as who's smarter or who's not. Everybody was laser focused as to what they needed to do. Their mission and their vision was to provide the best care that they could for all of those victims. And if you're able to take your focus and put it on something that's extremely important, and you focus only on that, it gets you to that other level. It almost gets you to the flow state. And that's how companies tend to do very well, and other companies don't. Because if you go by what Simon Sinek talks about, right? He talks about the golden circle. Everybody knows what they do for a company. Some people know how they do it, but very few people know why they do it. And if your why is strong enough and your why is actually focused on, you could do all kinds of things. Again, a terrible tragedy, but I don't think there was a time after or before that the ER ran that well. The next day, everything went back kind of to normal, which was very good. Don't get me wrong, we provided great care, but it wasn't that same level. It wasn't that attention to detail. It wasn't that laser focus where nothing else mattered. If you can get that laser focus in everything that you do and truly understand your why, everything tends to be a lot easier. I think Jim Rohn said, right? If your why is strong enough, the how is easy. And that's usually what happens because you go ahead and sacrifice everything and whatever you focus on becomes your life. And if you focus on what your ultimate goal is, that's how you achieve it.